Welcome to another episode of Adorable Adoptables right here on The Four. Today we welcome back Cherryland Humane Society, Naomi and Sue, and the sweet little boy on the ground here, well, that's Walter. So before we get into learning everything about Walter here, tell us a little bit about what's been happening at the rescue.
We have seen so many successes, and then also as the weather has changed and it's getting a little colder right now and then warming up and getting colder, we're very much at capacity again with both dogs and cats. But that's the way it is. We never know what each day will bring, and we're ready for it. And we just want the community to know, if you're looking for a forever best friend, come to our shelter because we're very full.
Literally, if you're a normal watcher of The Four, I say this at the end of every show, adopt, don't shop. Our shelters are full. There's an animal out there for you, so there's no sense in going anywhere else. Now let's get into this sweet, sweet boy. Tell us a little bit about Walter here.
Walter is about 2 years old. He has potential with other dogs and mature kids, just because you can see, I mean, maybe not right now. Of course, they're always like,
I know, now
He's being such a good boy. He wants
just
that
gets
treat.
excited. He could knock down a little kid on accident, but he is such a good boy. He's so well trained.
He is. He's like our event dog. You know, he's been out to a brewery. He's been out to the thrift store. He's gone to Grand Traverse Commons. He's just he loves people.
So
he really loves to be with people. It's great.
And it's not just him being well behaved, because you see a drastic difference. Because when he first came into the studio today, he was so excited, all the lights, new people. And I can definitely see how he's a 2-year-old dog, and with that comes, you need to understand, yes, he's a big boy, but he is still a puppy. He's very much still got plenty of that puppy energy. He's roaming around. He wants to explore.
And we also, like, since you're talking about that, we like to remind people that with any adoption, you get lifetime free training at our shelter, and we're talking like certified trainers. One of our girls works for Barks and Rec, so like legit certified dog trainers ready to help you along the way as well. We hope people utilize that.
And that's what always surprises me when I hear stories, which, let's just rip this Band-Aid off real quick. Finnegan is back at the shelter. It is heartbreaking to see. But something that is kind of surprised me with that, and not just Finnegan, but some of the other pets that are brought back is, oh, well, you know, he didn't necessarily fit in our house, or, you know, he was acting weird, which they've been living in a shelter for how long, and now they're in a weird place with potentially other animals, so it's going to be weird. But that's what's always surprised me, is there is training available, and this is not par for the course. So I don't understand why, instead of just bringing them back, they're not, okay, we need some more training, we need some more help to make this happen. I'll never understand, I guess. But, you know, with sweet, sweet boys like this, how can you look at that face and not want to take that boy home?
And, you know, Sue had brought up the 3-3-3, and I know that you've done it before too.
Yes. Could you remind our viewers about that?
Yeah, I mean, it takes a dog a long time. It takes 3 days to just come into a home and be like, oh my gosh, where am I? 3 weeks is when they start to settle in and get to understand what the routine is, especially if there's another dog involved, or your routine, or if you have children, or whatever, your comings and goings. It takes 3 weeks for them to just figure that out. And then 3 months, after 3 months, they start to find their place in your home. And I definitely saw that with my most recent dog that we adopted, a husky, back in July. She's very different now. She doesn't go near the pantry and try to eat things anymore. I mean, you know, and it's just like, it does take some time. You know, there can be extenuating circumstances and that things don't work out. But
of course.
But there definitely is that time. You need to give them the time. You
do, and that's something, you know, for the folks at home, that no one here is saying that some circumstances just don't work, and you're trying to force a square peg in a circle hole, and I get that, but there are options, there's additional training, and being patient goes such a long way because just put yourself in their shoes. You've been cooped up in a little tiny place surrounded by other human beings that are constantly screaming for months on end, and now, hey, we're going to put you in a house, and bye.
Yeah.
How would you react? It
And
takes
also,
some time to
you're
adjust.
not accounting for potentially the trauma they've experienced even before that.
Exactly.
Like,
Right.
so, but
There's so
having
much-
worked there and volunteered there, we all have dogs we've adopted, and they're all amazing. So.
And it's just give them the time that they deserve. Where could people go to get more information on this sweet boy? He is looking for the cookies.
So to the boy. Our website, cherrylandhumane.org, or
Perfect.
our social medias, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We post these sweet babies every day.
Alrighty, and we're going to make sure that all the links you need to get more information on Walter, potentially fill out that adoption application and bring this sweet, sweet boy home. It's all going to be available after the show today over on 9and10news.com.